Hey guys, welcome to another video. So this is my unboxing a Razer Siren, and it's going to my new series called the Road to Razer Life, where I'll be trying to collect Razer products throughout my life. And this video was actually made before the Razer Toast video, and the only reason it's uploaded now is because I didn't have time to edit the video. So basically I actually bought this product myself, as you can see there, which is 189 Australian dollars. The reason I bought it is because it was on $40 off, and I was working at Macca's and they had double pay. So yeah. So let's get started. So the box itself is pretty nice. The product feels kind of heavy. So this is the front face of it with a picture of the Razer Siren, and the side face telling you about the Razer Siren, and this is the top face, and the back face basically telling you about all the buttons on it and what each of them do. And the other side is just basically more information to talk about the Razer Siren. And so let's get started. I'll firstly try to test out if a paper knife can cut it. And it turns out that it's just not strong enough yet. Well, I am obviously struggling, so I'm gonna just stuff it and get a scissor. Okay, now let's open this. Okay, so firstly we have this box that says welcome to the court of Razer. I'm not sure you can see it, but it's pretty cool. So let's take that out and look at that first. So now let's try and open this.
2,000 years later. One eternity later.
Okay, how the heck do you open this thing? Oh damn. Wow, Razer. But what is this? What is this dark magic? Tell me. Oh right. I am so smart. So now inside we have a cord with gold brushed finish on the USB, which is pretty neat. And then we also have stickers, which I'm gonna definitely use because they're pretty cool. And here we have basically a note saying there's no turning back, and some instructions for installation and safety. And now let's get back to the main product. So inside this we have like a foam thing where you could just pull it off and then you get the product. So it's really cool looking, and it's pretty heavy as well. So here is the product, and it's really nice, finished with a factory smell, and you could also take it apart by unscrewing the screws if you want to hold it up and talk, or you want to put it on a different stand instead of the one you're given, because the stand you're given is pretty heavy. So this is the product itself. That's the light you get, which you can turn off with a button on the bottom, like that. And when I first plugged it in, it took me a few minutes until I realized that there's a button there. So basically that's what happens when you first plug it in, and then you're like, whoa, why isn't there any light? And then I realized there was the button on the bottom. But this is not usually the side that's gonna be facing you. It's usually gonna be facing the other way. So this is the actual side you're meant to be looking at. So there in the really small window, you have a display showing you all the settings, and basically that's what it looks like. So the first button there is a mute button, and so if you click it, it's muted, and if you unclick it, it's not muted, and the sound from clicking it actually doesn't get recorded in, and that button is basically changing the sound you're getting in through your headphones, which I don't use because it kind of messes up stuff, which I still like using the computer headphone controlling itself. And at the back, the top button is changing between different modes you want to use. So the mode I'm using now is basically the one that's pretty good, and that's also microphone gaining. So the software is basically not much settings. All you can do is change the bit rate and the sampling rate. If I would change it, I will probably add like a light configuration, and maybe Razer could make a chroma version, so you could also go with all the chroma lightings and stuff, which would be pretty cool. And if you don't realize, I'm recording this entire video in, well, most of the video in the Razer Siren, so you could listen to the microphone itself and think about if you should be buying it or not. So let me just show you my setup right now. It's not very special. I have a Logitech G402 and a mouse mat. Well, it's not even a mouse mat. This is my laptop. It's a Asus ROG G752, and then some graphic tablet and my headset and some boxes. So initially I had this one, but when I bought it, it was broken, so I swapped it out, which I realized it was a bad choice. And yeah, that's a laptop box. So yeah, it's a pretty nice looking laptop with lots of good specs, but the only downside is that it's extremely heavy. And it's also got backlights, which is pretty cool. So this is my setup, and now if I add the Razer Siren, this is what it would look like. So yeah. So like this video if you do, subscribe if you want to watch more, leave a comment below for questions or what you want me to make next, and give me suggestions on how to improve, cause this is my first unboxing video. I'm not used to it. And also click on that small video there to see the Razer Firefly. And I would also like to thank my Patreon supporter. And peace out guys.